Hey, my name is Tommy Jordan. Welcome back to my channel. I'm your Palm Springs area realtor. Are you thinking about moving to the Palm Springs area? Well, I'm gonna tell you 5 secrets that only the locals know. You're not gonna wanna miss this video. Let's roll. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when I post if you're interested in learning awesome stuff about the Palm Springs area on a weekly basis. And also hit that like button for all the work I put into these videos. 5 secrets that only the locals know. Let's go. The first thing is the desert is actually a pretty good place to visit in the summer. And you're probably thinking, what, Tommy? It's 1,000 degrees in the summer. Well, not really. The average temperature is 105 degrees, okay? And then remember, it's a dry heat. It's not like Florida or the South or something like that. But some of the perks of visiting the summer is, one, it's gonna be a little less busy, and with that, you get a lot of discounts. We're talking discounts on golf courses. We're talking discounts on local restaurants around town, like happy hours, that kind of thing. Because the desert is more of a seasonal place, I mean, it's starting to turn more to an annual place where people are living here year-round. We're getting a lot of people relocating right now, but still, the summer it does go down a little. So these restaurants here will give discounts. The hotels, people, VRBOs, Airbnbs, just the monthly night stays are going to be a lot more affordable. So if you're looking to rent in the summer months, you could stay at a place like the Ritz-Carlton. That's a 5-star hotel, okay? And during the winter months, that could be $600, $700, $800 plus for a basic room. In the summer, you could rent out a room for $250 and stay in luxury, 5 stars. I mean, it's pretty awesome. My wife and I are doing it for our honeymoon this year. Well, not our honeymoon. What am I talking about? Our anniversary. We're doing it for our anniversary. We've only been married for a few years. Here's the picture. Super cute. So anyways, I would say, yeah, come in the summer months because your dollar just goes a lot further, and it's still a really fun place to be. A little less traffic around town and just lots of perks in my opinion. And especially if you're thinking about living here full time, you gotta check out the summer months to see if it's a place that you're gonna wanna live year round. The next thing that the locals know is that the Palm Springs area has a lot of amazing hikes. Now, one of them is the Bump and Grind. You could see right here, right behind Target in Palm Desert. There's 2 different ways you can go, an easier way and a hard way, but it's a lot of fun. You have amazing views at the top of like the entire Coachella Valley, the Palm Springs area, so definitely check that out. The second hike is back in Indian Palm Canyon. They actually have a lot of different hikes, but one of them you could actually see a waterfall, and it's beautiful. The waterfall is going to be more not in the summer months because it doesn't rain here much at all, but not in the summer months definitely. But in the season, the winter months after a rain, the waterfalls are just like stunning, so check that out. The third thing is that each city has its own unique vibe. Now, a lot of people don't, know much about the Palm Springs area. You think of Palm Springs because that's the spot everyone knows. It has all that history, but Cathedral City, Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, La Quinta, Indio, all these cities have their own sort of culture, their own restaurants, their own shopping areas. So, if I were you, even if you're staying in, let's say, Palm Springs or Rancho Mirage or one of these cities, you could hop on Highway 111 right here. You could see from Palm Springs, and you could drive all the way to La Quinta in maybe 35, 40 minutes at the most. And there's no traffic for the most part. So it's pretty great. So if you're staying here, I would say, check out the different cities, see what they have to offer. They all have their unique vibes, so it's really cool. So it's very convenient, because it's not like living in Los Angeles where you want to visit the beach and you live 2 miles away from it and it takes 2 hours. You don't deal with that out here. It's awesome. Number 4, this is something the locals know. When the season starts and when the season ends. Now, the season is usually referred to as the time when all the snowbirds come into town, or just the overall, just general vacation population. They'll come in around, I would say October, November is when things start getting really busy here. And then it slows probably not even May, probably around April, it starts to slow down. That's when I would say the season's ending. So this is good to know for a number of reasons. If you're looking to visit, you could, schedule, during those times, during the season, but it's gonna cost a little more. So if you schedule outside those times, like going into June, you'll see like a drastic difference in prices outside the window of the season. So I think that's something good for you to know. But also, if you're looking for the majority of the events all year long, they're going to be happening during those season months. So tis the season for the snowbirds and the vacationers. But it's fun. It's fun. Number 5, the next thing that the locals know is to get a rental property. So you might be saying, Tommy, it's so expensive now in the Palm Springs area. And yes, prices have gone up, significantly. We're seeing more and more people relocating here because of just the overall atmosphere of just all the activities, the weather, just the proximity to LA and San Diego, just everything that this place offers. It's amazing. And overall, just the affordability, compared to elsewhere in California, like these major cities I mentioned, the Palm Springs area is still very affordable. So if you're gonna live here, one, just give me a call because I'm helping people all the time. I love it. People are reaching out to me like crazy. It's fun from YouTube. But I would say get a rental property, okay? Because you could find rentals out here still from $200,000-$300,000. Like we're talking like Desert Falls Country Club in Palm Desert is one spot, for example, where you could get a nice rental and just rent that thing out night and day, and it'll bring in so much rental income. I have clients, okay, who maybe they moved from a bigger city like LA and they have a budget of $900,000. Well, instead of buying one home for $900,000, they'll take $600,000 and buy their primary residence, and then use a few $100,000 and buy a rental property. And a lot of times, what I see with my clients is their rental properties actually not only cover the rental, but it covers the mortgage of their primary residence as well. And where else could you get that? I mean, if you just do some Google searches, the Palm Springs area is getting a hockey stadium. We're getting like all these different wave pools, new resorts. I mean, the city's booming. More and more flights are being added to the Palm Springs International Airport every day because of the demand. So as all these cities across the US get more nonstop flights, tourism's just gonna go up, and guess what? Tourists need a place to stay. Everyone needs a place to stay. So if you have a rental property, you could really capitalize on that rental income coming into these cities, and you could be enjoying the lifestyle yourself and be making money on the lifestyle. Who doesn't want that? Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna be doing these videos every week. Remember, give me a call if you're thinking about making a move, and like and subscribe. It helps. It really does. I'm trying to grow the channel, and why don't you have a good day? I appreciate you taking your time to watch. I'm a little crazy, I know. See you later.